What on earth is a platypus? Even its name seems strange, though not nearly as strange as the animal it belongs to. When Europeans first heard the startling news of a newly discovered creature called the platypus, most of them thought it was just a joke. Even when a taxidermy platypus was physically displayed in front of them, many well-respected scientists wondered if someone had just stitched various pieces of other animals together as a hoax. It's hard to blame their initial skepticism. With a bill like a duck, a tail like a beaver, fur like an otter, reptilian-like stingers, and webbed feet with sharp claws, the platypus certainly does resemble a mythological chimera. As bizarre as it may look, however, this unique animal is definitely real. The platypus is a unique-looking animal with a body that's covered in thick, waterproof fur. They have a flat, broad tail that helps them swim and steer in the water, and their feet are webbed to help them paddle. But what really sets the platypus apart are its bill and claws. The bill is long and flat, like a duck's bill, but it's also covered in electroreceptors that allow the platypus to detect electric fields produced by the movements of prey in the water. This amazing adaptation allows the platypus to hunt for food even in murky water. The platypus also has sharp, curved claws on its front feet, which it uses to dig burrows and catch prey. It's a mammal, but it lays eggs. I mean, who needs a stork when you've got a platypus? And speaking of their unique reproductive system, did you know that the male platypus has venomous spurs on their hind legs? That's right. These cute little guys can also pack a punch when it comes to defending themselves. It's like a superhero power, except instead of shooting webs, they shoot venom.
Almost none.
But wait, it gets even weirder. The platypus doesn't have any nipples. That's right, these mammals produce milk, but they don't have any actual nipples. Instead, the milk just oozes out of their skin. Essentially, a female platypus sweats out milk for her babies to drink. Talk about a weird way to feed your young. And let's not forget about their flat, duck-like bills. It's like they couldn't decide if they wanted to be a mammal or a bird, so they just went with both. But don't let their goofy-looking bill fool you. It's actually highly specialized for finding food underwater. But the platypus isn't just a weird creature in terms of biology. Did you know that they were once hunted for their fur? Yes, people actually used to wear platypus fur coats. Can you imagine walking down the street in a platypus coat? It's like wearing a live animal on your body. If you thought sweating milk was strange, what about eating without a stomach? Most animals have stomachs to break down the food they eat and make it easier to digest. The platypus, however, eats food that breaks down easily enough on its own, so it doesn't really need a stomach for complex digestion. The only problem with not having a stomach is that a platypus doesn't have anywhere to store food, so it eats all day long. A platypus must consume nearly 30% of its own body weight and often eats for 12 hours a day.
Promising. The platypus digs away.
The platypus. Is there anything this bizarre creature can't do? They lay eggs, they have venomous spurs on their hind legs, and they don't have any teeth. Yeah, you heard that right. No teeth. How do they even eat, you might ask? Well, they have grinding plates in their mouths that help them break down their food. Kind of like a grandma with her dentures, but way cooler. Imagine if humans could just grind up their food with some secret plates in their mouth instead of having to chew and grind with their teeth. We'd save so much time and dental floss. So while the platypus may look like a mishmash of different animals, it's really just a trailblazer in the world of dentistry. So there you have it, folks. The platypus is weird, wacky, and wonderful all at the same time. Who knew that an animal could be so bizarre and fascinating? But one thing's for sure, we can all learn a thing or two from these strange little creatures.